Today, more than 170 Children's Miracle Network hospitals are giving all children facing all illnesses a better hope for the future. Children's Miracle Network Hospitals is celebrating 30 years of saving and improving kids' lives. You'll learn how children's doctors use the latest cutting-edge technology to treat complex conditions. Joining our team are Marie Osmond, NBC News special correspondent and host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Meredith Vieira, and Dr. Oz. But first, here's John Schneider.
The national co-chairman for the Children's Miracle Network Telethon, John Schneider and Marie Osmond.
Nearly 30 years ago, Children's Miracle Network hospitals began as a very small telethon. And today, we're one of the world's most respected children's charities. Our mission remains exactly the same. That mission is to help children's hospitals help kids that you know, maybe even your own kids. Our corporate and media partners have united with us in our mission, and they participate in unique fundraisers and awareness campaigns. This helps our hospitals provide life-saving research, cutting-edge equipment, and specialized care. You've probably purchased one of our paper balloons. Now, when you buy one of these, you join the millions of people who are raising funds $1 at a time. Our media campaign, including TV, radio, and print, helps to raise awareness and share the miracles of children who are getting better each and every day. Miracles are happening every day because of people like you, because you give so generously. And this is our promise to you. Every dollar you give goes to the children's hospital where you live to save more lives.
For many kids, a visit to the hospital is a one-time event. But some children have complex medical conditions that require them to come to the hospital again and again. Spencer McKay is one of those children.
And when he was born, they had to airlift him to the IWK. I found out that they didn't think he was even going to make the flight. And they then identified that he probably had what's called spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita. When I got to the IWK, I stayed right beside him the whole time, and you start thinking about all the little things you're going to miss. The thought of never being able to hold his hand and walk across the street, never taking him to the duck pond, never taking him the first day of school. We brought in a cake and gave all the nurses cake and brought presents every month. And I said I was going to celebrate every month that I had him.
Spencer's condition is a rather complex one. He has a congenital. He's born with a condition where his long bones aren't growing. The type of dwarfism he has is associated with some instability of his neck, that his neck can move back and forth further. The treatment for this requires a surgical intervention, and neurosurgeons are typically prime movers in this case, and the orthopedic surgeon take bone and support the area, so you basically fuse or stiffen that upper area of the spine. You used to like stickers, didn't you? Huh? Do you want some for old time's sake? Or are you too big now?
No, sure.
Oh, okay, good.
For old time's sake.
For old time's sake, excellent.
It's a privilege for me, and it's an inspiration for me to meet these families who just can go through everything they've gone through and still be smiling and positive and happy at the end of the day.
Humor makes us laugh. Humor brightens us up. Humor is why we're still happy, you know? If we just sat around and thought about all the sad things and never laughed, and where do you think we would be now? Depressed.
Before I had a sick child, I didn't realize the importance of a hospital for kids. It doesn't hit home to you until you've actually had a child who's had to stay there. Spencer was in there for almost 2 years, and I lived in that hospital, and I became family. I became, just a part of the fixture. I certainly would love to say, without a doubt, that I appreciate from my total heart the IWK and the Children's Miracle Network.
Spencer's unique medical needs require the specialized care of many different specialists at the IWK Health Center. From plastic surgeons to orthopedic and neurosurgeons, Spencer has relied on their incredible expertise to get him where he is today, happy, energetic, and healthy. Hospitals like IWK are an oasis of healing. And just like Spencer, thousands of children and their families find the help they need at their local Children's Miracle Network hospital. You can give children like Spencer the hope and healing they deserve by supporting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. You play an important role in making sure that these places of miracles are always available for our children. All it takes is your ongoing support. Please call and be part of making a miracle happen for a child in your area.
Playing it forward to a future that's secure and full of possibilities. Providing hope and protecting the future. It's a mission that Foresters and Children's Miracle Network share. Together, our partnership is making miracles happen. One child, one future at a time.
Over the past 28 years, Children's Miracle Network hospitals have treated millions of children across the United States and Canada. Children everywhere depend on the care that only children's hospitals can provide, and these hospitals depend on community support from people in their own areas. Children aren't just miniature adults. Consider this. What might be a routine procedure on an adult can be delicate and risky, even dangerous for a child. Children's hospitals are unique places, and everything is made just for kids. All equipment is specially sized for the tiniest infant to a growing teenager. Beds, blood pressure, cuffs, hospital gowns, even heart monitors, everything must be specially designed. Children's hospitals provide the vast majority of highly specialized care for children with complex and rare conditions. For example, Children's Miracle Network hospitals treat 98% of children who need heart or lung transplants and 88% of children with cancer. But children's hospitals aren't just for kids with serious illnesses. They're also for children with the most common kinds of ailments, like earaches, broken bones, and asthma. They treat all children with every kind of medical problem. Aren't you glad there's a Children's Miracle Network hospital near you?
Donate now. Help make miracles for children. Call the number on your screen or go to cmnhospitals.org.
Max had his first surgery when he was 3 days old. He's had holes in his heart repaired. He's overcome a lung collapse. But there's hope in Max's eyes. It's a real miracle. When your child needs help, there's a Children's Miracle Network hospital nearby. Join Costco and support your Children's Miracle Network hospital. Hospitals helping local kids.
It's common for a child to go to the doctor if they're sick, but no parent is prepared for the doctor to discover something devastating. Instantly, life is turned upside down. Just ask the parents of Raymond Parra. He was 5 years old when they learned that Raymond had a very serious, life-threatening disease. And although their journey was frightening, and it was filled with very dark and very difficult days, they weren't alone. Raymond, his parents, and medical caregivers, they met each challenge with hope. Having an experience like that, it can change how you look at life and how you live life.
Raymond's our son.
I was only 5 years old.
Raymond was diagnosed with leukemia. This disease of the blood took away Raymond's childhood, and our lives changed forever.
We had gotten a phone call from the Kaiser physician, and the Kaiser physician was very concerned that he had an abnormal blood count.
I got a call from my wife, crying, and I was in the hallway.
When somebody thinks that they have a patient in their office that has leukemia, this is not call me next Tuesday. It's Can the parent bring them right now?
She told me that our son got cancer, and it just devastated me.
They transported him to Children's Hospital via ambulance. They started immediately. Everything was just crazy. Everybody's coming in the room. He's having blood transfusions, platelet transfusions.
An arrangement was made immediately for a hospital bed so that he could be managed overnight for the first week of diagnosis and initial chemotherapy.
My mind kept wandering to the worst case scenario. How was I going to bury my child? I had to hand my son's life over to people that I hadn't met before.
When I was going through treatments, I was scared and I got sick because the fluids made me sick because I couldn't eat.
He went 3 years, 2 months of doing nothing but chemo and taking meds. Mama and Daddy are happy today. Well, Raymond, he came up to me one day and he goes, "Hey, Dad, I like to help kids."
Raymond participates in a golf tournament annually for Children's Hospital.
Raymond works on a hole and he asks for donations from the golfers to hit the ball for them.
My mom tells them the story and they're not interested because they think a little boy can't golf.
In the first couple years, the golfers were kind of like, oh, I just don't know if we really trust this kid to hit our ball for us.
This year, the check with Raymond's help, okay, and with all the golfers, 150 golfers, we were able to raise $90,000, okay.
Since we are the only facility within this area that treats pediatric patients, the support that we receive is crucial for us to continue to provide quality care for many of the kids that live in this area.
Fundraising and its importance in a children's hospital. We have to have the equipment, that we have to have the space, and we have to have the personnel to be able to carry out a very detailed treatment plan for each of the children.
Leukemia took away Raymond's childhood.
It took away all those things that made Raymond a normal kid.
Raymond's not a normal kid.
Yeah, I'm a giver.
Raymond is alive today thanks to the dedication of some of our Children's Miracle Network Hospital's doctors and nurses. Today, thanks to the care that Raymond received at a Children's Miracle Network hospital, he's living cancer-free. And as you saw, Raymond now returns to the hospital to encourage other kids with health problems. And he does this because he knows, personally, he knows how hard it is. That's why he works to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. This work is important to him. It saved his life. Raymond is doing his part, and I know that he wants me to ask you, will you do your part? Help us save children's lives and make sure that Children's Miracle Network hospitals are here for many, many more years and for many, many more children to come.
Donate now. Help make miracles for children.